Perfect.
Hi there and welcome back. This is your host, Catherine Smith. Did you know that recently California introduced a bill seeking to charge parents with child abuse if they do not affirm their child's transgender identity? Under California's Assembly Bill 957, a parent could lose custody for not affirming or agreeing to a child's claims about gender identity, regardless of that child's age. Here's a short video of California's Assembly member named Lori Wilson defending the bill.
Adds the very important factor that affirming a child's gender identity is in their best interest, which is what your question is about. Why does it actually say that in an affirmative way? And it really is because if you have a 7-year-old who's talking about having a potential to say, being able to articulate that they believe that they are not the same gender as they are biologically, then it should be affirmed. And through care, it should be determined. And that's what we did with our own child. And that would give the ability for a parent who wasn't sure to affirm and get their child the care that they need to make that, so they can begin to articulate that determination. But by saying and rejecting it in wholesale, then you're essentially rejecting your child. And that is not in the best interest of a child. We should be affirming our children in every possible way and getting them whatever appropriate care they need, whether it's based on their gender, whether it's based on how their studies are in school. It doesn't matter. Our children should be affirmed. And this is saying that you have to include gender affirmation as a part.
Notice she uses an example of a 7-year-old who announces that their gender doesn't match their sex. She goes on to say that affirming a child's identity about gender is in their best interest, which includes giving the child puberty blockers and removing their sexual organ or castrating them. But no one is talking about the devastating and permanent effects that this can have on a child leading into adulthood, to include premature illnesses, health complications, and no longer being able to procreate a child of their own. Now, could you imagine a 7-year-old child making a life-altering decision about their body? A child who still believes in fantasy and pretends to be a superhero? A child whose brain hasn't fully developed enough to make permanent decisions about their lives. And yet the medical community is willing to give that child medications that will castrate them and mutilate their young, healthy bodies. That is in fact child abuse. We should be protecting our children, guiding our children, and not affirming them. The new bill is co-authored by Senator Scott Wiener, a Democrat from San Francisco, who also happens to be a gay man with no children of his own. Let's take a look at a recent video that went viral showing children attending a drag show at a gay bar in Texas. The children were seen stuffing dollar bills in the G-string panties of the drag queen dancers. Following this video, a Texas representative posted that he will be filing legislation to ban children from attending drag shows. But Senator Scott Wiener responded by saying, "This guy just gave me a bill idea, offering Drag Queen 101 as part of the K-12 curriculum. Attending Drag Queen Storytime will satisfy the requirement." That's another way of saying that we are coming for your children. That's why they've introduced bills to diminish parental authority so that children can be indoctrinated by the LGBTQ lifestyle without parental consent. The media is also playing a huge role in promoting and changing these young children's mindsets. But this is all a satanic agenda. The Bible says that Satan is the god of this world. He is the father of lies and deceives the world with his lies, and that includes coming for your children. So stay vigilant and prayed up and teach your children about the ways of God. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more videos.